name is Steph and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to take you on a journey with me as I try new sewing and home DIY projects. I also hope to give you some confidence to start your own. In this video, I'll be sharing 3 upcycles from thrifted tops. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so for this shirt, I'm planning to crop it. I tried it on and put a safety pin where I want it to fit. And I'm hoping to have it fit like right at my belly button, a little bit under. So then what I did is I added about 1.5 inches for seam allowance right here and drew a line. As you can see, the front is a little bit longer than the back. So in order to maintain that, when I crop it, I measured the same distance from the bottom. So this is about 10.25 inches that I'm cutting off all the way across, and that'll help us keep the same seam here. So I'm gonna fold this in half and then cut on this line. So I'll get 2 equal sides. Okay, so now I've cut it and have, again, it's a little bit longer in the front, a little bit shorter in the back. So now what I'm going to do is iron down about 1/4 inch like that, and then fold it again like that. And then once it's ironed, I will sew it and show you the final look. Okay, so one thing to keep note of, I just remembered this, is keep note of which seam you're folding first. In this scenario, I folded this way, did the seam first, and then folded the button part. So this just gives a more clean fold here. Comparison to over here where I forgot, you get this open seam because I just folded the seam. So I'm gonna undo this and do the seam first and then fold over the button flap just so that it's a little bit more clean. All right, so for this shirt, I really like the fit. The only thing I don't like is this scooped hem. I would like it to just be a little bit more gradual in the front. And in the back, I'm hoping to just straighten it out altogether, just straighten it here. So what I'm going to do is just trace a shirt that I already have that I like the hem, and then go from there. All right, so here I've traced out where I want to cut it. I actually think I'm going to keep the front the same because it was pretty close to the shirt I was tracing. But on the back, you can see I'm going to chop off a good amount just to have that straight seam in the back. And I did allow for a little bit of seam allowance here. So I'm going to cut this and then I'll iron it, roll it a couple times flat. So here's our seam. I have it ironed down here, and now I'm just gonna stitch all the way across. Oh boy. Okay, so this is my final shirt and also the one that's going to take the most work. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I definitely want to crop it, but I'm trying to decide if I keep this bottom section and remove this middle section and just bring it up like that, or if I just remove the bottom section but keep these two sections. So still trying to figure that out, but definitely one thing I need to do is make these sleeves smaller. So I'm gonna start with that. So in order to do that, I started to mark out the amount that I want to block off, but I'm gonna plan to, so let's do it on this one. So, you know, if I do an inch, I'm gonna draw a line here. And then I'm gonna seam rip this entire section, and then also these two together, bring it together, and then top stitch here. So I think to finish up today, I'm just gonna start seam ripping. It looks like what I'm gonna need to do is seam rip the bottom, and then seam rip this bottom stitch, and then I'll bring this up to here. But I think I'll just start the seam ripping today and then resume it sometime this week. Hello. Okay, so just spent so much time seam ripping this bottom part. Oh, and I also fixed the sleeves, so the sleeves are looking a little better, but as you can tell, not ideal. I think think what I need to do is add some elastic to make this sleeve fit a little better. And then I might need to add some to this sleeve as well. Hello, back again. I have fixed the sleeves a bit. They're not falling off my shoulders anymore. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do at the bottom. So this is what the peplum looks like, which is, I haven't quite decided. It would require a lot more seam ripping, so I'm not sure if I'm willing to do that. And I also messed up. I cut this part when I should have left it longer. So yeah, trying to figure out if I want to do the peplum or just keep it cropped straight down with this part of the fabric. Hello. Okay, so I ended up deciding to do the peplum even though it's taking so much more time. There's 2 layers to this shirt and I sewed this layer. I sewed this layer like that. And so now what I need to do is iron it. One sec. All right, so I need to iron it so that this seam here fits under this ribbon. And then I can sew it. And then on the bottom layer, I just need to trim this part off because this was part of the old shirt that I don't need anymore. And I need the peplum. And then I'll need to clean up this edge. So, very close to being done. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these upcycles and hope to see you soon.